My name is Paul Perazio. I'm the SE manager of the Capital District, and with me here I have to my left Eric Snipe. He's the core SE at Freddie Mac. Mike Barrett, he's the core SE at Marriott and McCormick. Mahmoud Rankuzi, he's the core SE at World Bank and Geico. And Mahesh Chatterjee, who's the core SE out at Fannie Mae. Now guys, I know you're all quite busy, and it's really our tenet as SEs, SE manager, to stay in front of the customer and make sure that we dive into the accounts as wide and deep as we can. So we appreciate all the help that we get out of PSS, and I'd like to turn it over to Mahesh now, just to describe some of the ways that he uses PSS in his accounts.
Yep, thanks Paul. Thanks to the PSS team. We really view PSS as an extension of our SE team, and they help us a lot with the proposals, with performance reports, with quoting and everything. The important thing is they help us spend a lot more time in front of the customer to win the technical deals. And there are a lot of things that we do. For example, at Freddie Mac, when we were working on a VxRail quote, my quotes had a software change. All the quotes got rejected. PSS team came and very quickly worked on and fixed all the quotes while the rep and I were at the customer side, talking to the customer about opportunities and campaigns. So we are enterprise account district. All our accounts are large. There are multiple people there we have to touch and talk to about Hadoop, NFS, block storage, databases, compute, server, security. So what PSS team does, it gives us a lot of time back so that we can spend that in front of the customer and go for a technical win. So we really thank Ranjit and Alka to help us out with all they do.
Thanks, Mahesh. Appreciate that. Eric, I know you use them as well. Any specific examples?
So yeah, I've been using PSS for the last few years, and similar to what Mahesh said, it does allow me to spend a lot more time interfacing with the customer. So it's a great tool that we have. Like, I'll be sitting down with a customer, having a conversation about a configuration that we need to put together. I can write up an email real quickly on my phone, send it out to the PSS desk, and by the time I get back to the office or back to my desk, I'll have a quote, basically quote shell in front of me that I can use to validate and actually be able to present that to the customer a lot more quickly than I would be able to if I were to drive home and have to do that work myself. So whether it's quoting or technical diagrams or a data collection for a customer's environment, I really lean on the PSS desk to kind of help me with those more administrative tasks. So Alka and Ranjit are super helpful in that. They're super responsive, and I found that they actually get involved in some of the campaigns we run as far as putting together proposals and kind of checking back with me on how those campaigns are doing. So having them as a resource is really valuable.
Awesome. Thanks, Eric. Now, Mahmoud, I know you've used them as well.
Yeah.
Please.
Most recently, the use case was VxBlock 1000, refreshing an existing VBlock 540. The experience was nothing but excellent. The turnaround time to get the actual scenarios built after we ingested all of our storage quotes into the system, the production or generation of bill of materials, the communication is stellar. Jumping on our calls that are internal within the actual MDC specialty community as well as the core team, they actually are attending also to listening to our calls so they can take action afterwards. So there's literally nothing, no distances exist between us, and they've accelerated the time to market as far as quotes, pricing, and some other exercises that they're taking us away from customer facing. So we really appreciate your work.
Excellent. And Mike, I know you've used them as well, so please expand.
Certainly. I've used them in a number of facets of my work, primarily in data collection for my customers. That saves me a lot of time. That was something that was very unreliable and difficult for me to do in the past. And I get a great performance report from each of those data collections that 90% of the time is really all I need to be able to present to the customer and have a useful proposal. I'm also using them a lot to save time on quoting. I can send them some information. They can turn something around while I'm doing travel. that works as well for some kind of simple block diagrams that I need to have put into PowerPoint presentations. Another tool that they're really good at. And then lastly, they've helped me with my IT Atlas, most recently changing the template from the one that we were currently using to a brand new one. And that saved me quite a bit of time.
Awesome, thanks, Mike. And really thank you to the guys at PSS, Ranjit and Alka specifically, but everyone at PSS. Thank you so much, and on behalf of the Capital District team, we think you guys do a great job. You're an invaluable asset to us. Thank you.
Thank you.
All good.
That was good.
We can just use that one.
Yeah, I was just gonna
Yeah.
say that.
Hello everyone, my name is Randy Ballram, the SE Manager for the Mid-Atlantic Enterprise Preferred District. I just wanted to pull together just a few quick words in support of our PSS team and the 1 year, it's approximately 1 year now that we've been involved with the PSS team. Originally we started out with Ravi Kant, Rakshith, and Saif, and now Naomi. What we're focused on right now is doing a lot of work with Naomi and Saif, and a big thank you. There's been a lot of changes, and what it allows us to do is actually create a lot of focus, right? So by having Naomi and Saif really dedicated to us from a resource standpoint and working with our district, it allows my SEs to have a single point of contact, whether it's on the UDS side or also on the unified side, and then also having that point of contact to dive a little bit deeper and pulling additional resources from the PSS side, whether it's for a DPS engagement or even something from the switching side, right? Just allowing us to have a contact gives us a deeper reach. In addition to that, as an example, working with Saif allows us to be more prepared for a lot of our meetings that we go into. There's a lot of times where I reach out to Saif to get a state of the cluster before I go out to a customer, and also look at capacity and trends and so on. And that'll actually allowed us, using that one as an example, allowed us to close out a $2 million deal with Nova Healthcare Systems as an example. Same thing, doing that rinse and repeat process with OpenText. With Naomi being able to provide us with a lot of those Get Moderns, we were able to position a PowerMax for OpenText, actually a couple of PowerMaxes, and they bought them. So it's working, a lot of success with it. The other part of it too, this engagement allows us to get ahead. Right now, we're looking at FY21 and the assets tied to those. So from a Get Modern standpoint, we're always about a quarter ahead with our Get Moderns. So overall, a big thank you, Saif, Ravikant, Naomi, and for putting this all together. Thank you too. I remember when we first discussed PSS, the team was like, oh, we already use them. But this level of engagement is the next level. And thank you once again for everything you guys do. Truly appreciate it. And, look, the numbers don't lie, right? We finished out our first half actually at 109% of our numbers. So it's working. Let's continue it. And thank you for everything that you do.
Hi, my name is Rahul Hasija, and I'm a Senior Systems Engineer with Dell EMC. I support the New York City SLED District, and I just wanted to say a quick thank you to our teams in Bangalore, India. I want to especially call out Alice Ho and L. Pushpalata, whose support has been nothing but stellar. It could be anything from storage sizing to pulling out reports to asset dashboards to quotes. It could be data center layouts, tech profiles, anything trivial from a technical documentation perspective, as well as white papers, whatever we need. So just again, I just want to say thank you, Alice. Thank you, Pushpa. Continue the work you do. And that helps, and thank you for your contribution. So that helps us support our sales teams, and that helps us sell better every day. Thank you again.
Hi, my name is Allison Hauk, and I am on Clancy Lawrence's SE team. Alice and Pushpa from the PSS team both do excellent work and have allowed me to spend more time in front of my customers instead of in front of the computer. They're truly the unsung heroes behind all of us SEs. They're extremely easy to work with, very responsive, and deliver great output, regardless of the type of requests that I submit. I really like the dedicated PSS team model because it allows us to get to know each other better and establish a nice rapport. Whether it's quoting, storage sizing, get moderns, or technical drawings, they can do it all. Thanks, PSS team.
Hey there, this is Colby Lacature from Dell EMC in Franklin, Massachusetts with Dell EMC Inside Sales. Wanted to take a few minutes here to recognize Industry and the PSS services team for all the help that they have given us. Industry always seems to go above and beyond and helping us with our accounts and getting really great information to help us with our sales campaigns. She is also willing to help at any time, and oftentimes our team designates their work to Indu as the go-to person because we always know that there's going to be clear and concise work received. A couple of ways this helps is she is amazing with technical drawings. And providing asset maps for our customers to see what assets they have, what serials they have, what locations they have, and when their assets are going to come up on contract end date. For the account teams, this helps us understand how we can best serve our customer, whether it be with refresh or renewal. And just as a background, our team here of 7 covers all Tier 1 West and DT Select accounts. So Disney, Boeing, Kaiser Permanente, American Express, Intel, Nike, Microsoft, Micron, Dish, Western Union, Starbucks, you name it, right? So some large accounts that really our customers take pride in knowing what information they need. So just wanted to give a quick shout out to Industry again for all of the work that she does. Her work is invaluable. Actually, we have Jeff here looking at one of the outputs that she had put together. So just